Hello everyone, welcome back to All of Fabric 6 with me, Kmbles. Now we're just down here in our little mining area. As you can see, it's not too big, we haven't done too much. We've done a little bit, and we're going to get into passive ore generation next episode with modern industrialization. And for that we're going to need an awful lot of copper and tin and probably a bunch of other things too, like we're always somehow short of redstone. But yeah, hopefully this will be the last time we're ever down here, because once you get into modern industrialization, ore just has a way of generating itself, which will make our life 10 times easier. But anyway, I thought maybe before we jump into today's episode, for what might be the last mining session ever, optimistic thinking, but I just want to start up a timer for 5 minutes, head on over into a new area, and see how much we can get in 5 minutes. Alright, start the timer. Alright, that wasn't so bad. 32 diamonds, nothing to sneer at. Only 20 iron. It's tin we needed, 45. Happy with that. No copper. That's okay, we got thousands of copper anyway. Let's jump into today's episode then. Right, so this machine is still here. I didn't actually bury this somewhere deep down there to keep it quiet, but it seems to have stopped on its own as our storage units here are filled up. This one I'm a little bit confused about, because you can see it does indeed give us nether quartz. I did the same thing as over there. Got fortune on an annihilation plane. A storage bus with filter for nether quartz. But this thing prefers to just break the crystal whenever it spawns. So not too sure what I've done wrong here. But who knows, maybe this isn't possible to automate in that way. This is kind of relevant for today, because I figured it'd be nice to get out today and have a bit of an adventure and start off a mod that I've been really wanting to get into for we're close to 6-7 months now, and haven't really found the time. And if the screenshot hasn't already made it pretty obvious, that mod is Spectrum. Don't really have much of a plan other than to follow through what the book here tells us. In addition to that, we've got the quest lines here that we can follow. Failing that, Spectrum has its own advancements line that'll help us out if we get stuck. Fair warning here, I don't want to be a spoil sport. You'd probably enjoy this mod much more if you experienced it for yourself. Because yeah, everyone says it's super original and unique. I don't want to be the one that spoils that experience for you. So off you go do that, and then come back and we'll continue once you're ready. You done? Alright, cool. From this point on, expect spoilers. Welcome to Spectrum. Spectrum's a full-featured mod about magic and exploration. Sounds good. It's based on color mixing of the subtractive color system, CMYK. Spectrum's main colors are represented by gemstones found in geodes scattered around the world. It's a complex progression system where you unlock new things as you progress. As you delve deeper, you will notice changes in the world, differences that only you can perceive. Everything you learn will bring you closer to your final destination. Death. Finding out what's waiting for you beneath the impenetrable bedrock floor. If you're stuck, take a look at this book, all the advancements, they give you lots of hints, blah, blah, blah. Nice. Right. We actually have Topaz chilling out back here. So maybe first things first, we'll get rid of all the blocks other than those that are butt in. And then we should be able to come back through here and harvest these little guys whenever we need to. Alright, so that's one of the types of magical colory things. Pretty sure we haven't found any of the other type of gemstone yet. Ooh! Ooh. What now? Find a plague asylum. Oh my god. Ooh. Well, I was just about to say, seeing as the blue ones are up high and the amethyst ones are down the bottom of the world, there's probably a fair bet that would find the third type around Y0, but instead we found an asylum. These are husk spawners, alright. Oh! Yeah, did not expect to find any of this stuff. Yikes. Alright, let's put a pin in this place for now. And we'll come back later, maybe when we have the time. But we know it's under our house, so nothing to fear. With a skeleton. Oh boy. All right, no more distractions. Find a mining system. That's what I'm after. Ooh. This is exactly what I need, I think. Nice big open area that'll make it much easier to spot any geodes. Oops. Nothing so far. Freaking cool little mine, though. Spawners everywhere. Well, we found some. Yeah, I was wrong. I probably shouldn't have tried to guess. Probably shouldn't have tried to guess at what level it would be at. I just, instead, let's use REI. Look up spectrum. I came here, spectrum, or, oh, now it finally appears. This stuff wasn't showing before I found it, which is really cool that it can hide from REI like that. But being the pro, being the pro that I am, I've been around the block a few times. I knew it was called citrine, so REI, spectrum, citrine gave us this block. And then you're like, hey, where does this naturally generate? And you can see here it naturally generates between, like, most likely between 42 and 44. So I just did a bit of a quick tunnel over here. It took practically no time. And here we are, thankfully not too far from the base either. Let's keep this chunk force loaded so that it things spawn in. We got ourselves a few shards, so we should be able to, so that should probably be enough to get us started. Anyway, so yeah, just doing a little bit of budding block juggling. Chucked in the topaz there. Doesn't really seem to be reacting to the growth accelerators, which is a shame. But yeah, if this stuff starts growing, I'll hook it up and see if we can't get these blocks automated. But it's not a huge deal. We've got a fairly healthy amount as it is. Okay, what's next? The pigment pedestal is the block where you craft most of the recipes. To start crafting, trigger it with a paintbrush. Okay, so a paintbrush and a pedestal. I actually think I want this this topaz variant here, which requires cyan dye. So it's a good thing we have all these flowers stored away from Botania. That'll help us get our dyes. Pedestal. Oh, not where I meant to put it. Pedestal and paintbrush. And we're about to go a bit further away than this guy here, than this wireless access point will let us. So let's spend whatever ender dust we have on a bunch of these wireless boosters. You put them in there. So currently it's using 8 AE a tick for 16 meter range. You chuck them all in. Now we've got a 38 meter range. It also takes more power. Right. So let's, yeah, I like this area here. It's like a naturally generated kind of cave with levels and stuff. Maybe we can squeeze the pedestal, perhaps right here. So there's the pedestal. It doesn't take these things. You need dust, and I've got just the idea. So the pedestal is like our crafting table, but it requires powders in order to function. And you get the powder by crushing things with an anvil. So I've just set up this little block placer thing up there, which I can't reach, from Kibe, just a Kibe placer, and just a standard old redstone tower, which we can actually cover up. Have it looking a little bit more presentable. And yeah. Bit of a delay. So now you just chuck something on there. It'll crush it. I might have to send this thing higher. First things first, let's focus on increasing the range of our booster card by crushing up some ender pearls. And I made it a little bit bigger even. So, crush. I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but you put a pressure plate there, and then the anvils don't take any damage from the fall, which is nice. So let's see, get some more of these booster cards. 16 maybe, so 80 meters. Beautiful. Okay, so there's a lot of dust. What's next? On quiet days on your patio, you could observe that the mermaid's gems have a very special attraction to marine life. Add to that they naturally float in water. You used one as a bobber, and lo and behold, not only does it increase your success, but it also has quite a few other interesting side effects. All right, we got to try that one out. Lagoon rod. I think we can store them in there. You give that little love tap. It plays this beautiful little song. Oh, and you pick it up. You don't leave it on the ground. Oh, now we've got a weather detector, a recipe for, oh my God, all the recipes are coming in. A lava sponge, a present. I'm just curious. I've got to try this out before we go too far. See how this differs from the regular fishing rod. My God, we unlocked a lot of those recipes. All right, seriously, game? That's enough. I don't need any more things. So far, nothing really interesting. Although it is super quick, which is nice. Like it's almost like as soon as the bubba touches the water sometimes, we get some interest. Oh! Hey, little guy. So long and thanks for reeling a big catch. All right. You go off and live your life, pal. All right, so you can now make these pre-enchanted tools. Ah. See, this thing no longer has those crazy text over it. We now know it's called a mermaid's gem, and this one's called a shimmerstone gem. And we can use one of each of them. All right, we should better make the lucky pickaxe, which is totally unnecessary, but it comes with Fortune 3. I just want to get it for the collection. The tender pickaxe. Maybe while that's doing its thing, taking a long time, we'll quickly race off and get some more amethyst. And then the sword. What is the guide here telling us? So experiment with some color, construct the spectrum focus structure, funneling magic. To fully harness the powers of your improved pigment pedestal, you'll need to build a structure that funnels the energy and gemstones from it. It's either that or it's make a bottle of fade in. Oh. So let's do both. One of each of the shards. I'm guessing the order matters. Here we go. Give that a love tap. To unlock this recipe, you must now venture to the depths of the nether and acquire a smoldering ingredient. Oh my God. Structure upgrade available. Oh, that tells us what to better put things. That's nice. Ooh, upgrade your pigment pedestal using the shards that you've collected. You need the structure. You call it the spectrum focus, and it gives us a picture here. You can mix up basalt and calcite however you like, but essentially that's what you need. It's calling for 68 regular polished blocks, and I'm guessing that's our floor here. That little number up there, 40, let's see. 41, yeah. So you know it's the correct block, I guess. And last one. Nice. And then that is something. Some pillars. I'm on it. Okay, that really wasn't that hard. It's a cool way to do the multi-block as well. Now we just went with a calcite variant because it's much easier one to get. The thing, the other type, the basalt required like double cooking. And to cook basalt to get smooth and then cook smooth to get polished. Whereas calcite was just that one operation. All right, we have our table now. Gemstone armor, where nothing meet. What is this? You had more than enough time to develop your own individual fighting style. To best support this style, you've designed a range of matching gear. Right. Disadvantage is the shards used in the production are kind of brittle. Therefore, this equipment has a comparatively low durability. Chestplate, the golden ratio. Leggings, the source of nightmares. Oh, so phantom membrane is the source of nightmares. So it's ticked things off for us because we've already found them. The golden ratio is the Nautilus shell, I guess because it's like a Fibonacci sequence or something. When nothingness meets hell, I have Ender. The last one was a ghast here. Morning of the nether. Oh, ha ha ha. Very cute. This gives attackers weakness and slowness when they hit you, letting you slip through their claws like a shadow. Grants absorption and resistance when you get hit. This gives a short burst of speed and invincibility when you hit, and this gives you a short burst of regen when you hit. Ooh, that took way too long. All right, I'm just going to do this alone. I'll come back once I've got the whole set. How do I look? That's pretty cute, and it's not too bad protection either. It's very slimming as well. I look like I've lost a few kilos compared to the Terra Steel one. So I've figured we might be able to make, how good's my memory? Not good enough. Oh, and 2 shimmers. We should be able to make this bottle of fade-in. I'm not sure where it does. Let's get away from that noise. It's very loud. But it's kind of the next thing it's asking us to make in the quest line. Time to tinker with your new magical abilities. Create life, or more like microorganisms. Weak and slow at something. What do they eat? Right, what do we got here? We have a bottle of fade-in. Every living being has basically the same goals. Eat and reproduce. So what do these weak creatures eat? Oh. You're a block. Fade-in currently. Whoa. Oh, wow. Look at all these things I got. So it hurts me, does it? That's not too nice. So it's a harmful block. You hungry for iron? No? Maybe we plant crops around it. What if we kind of just planted some crops and see what comes of it? What are the other vanilla crops? Pumpkin and melon, yeah? We even have melon. We have melon. Surely it's not like modded stuff. Like it'd be pretty bizarre if it was modded stuff because then Spectrum wouldn't really play well with mod packs. Ooh, hey, fading. Does that also hurt? It does hurt. Harvest that up, and it gives us something funny looking. Vegetal. That wasn't so hard. And it's used in making saplings and glycerin melon. Just those two. We've got 11 of these saplings. So regular dye, any saplings. We've got plenty of that. And they give us colored trees. Let's do this. You gonna eat that? We'll see. Oh, it is. All right, clearly it's not those foods. It does indeed seem to work with pumpkins, but this kind of waiting for them to grow is just a little bit too slow for my liking. So I just set up a pumpkin and melon thing over here. Oh, I destroyed it. Oh, that's terrible. Luckily I can make another one, but I better be careful not to vein mine it in the future. You also then, we got that A rank Terra Shatterer there. Now we can dig 5x5 holes really easily. So quick recap, and then we should probably get on out of here. I think it's probably fair to say that we've got we've taken a decent chunk out of early game Spectrum here. There's things like the armor set and the tools. They're cool and all. Unfortunately, they don't really beat the tools we already have, so we're not going to be using them. This vegetal stuff here, it spreads super quick. I've just been coming along and adding more pumpkin and melons onto it. And I got to say, it spreads real quick. Poor little guy. I'm kind of curious. Can we silk touch it? No. Okay, that got us one. Can we fortune it? No. All right. No fortune, no silk touch. In that case... Ow, 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 ow. It'd be nice to vein mine this stuff, but I don't want to have to make a third of these source blocks. We only really need, I think it's 22 in total to make our 11 saplings. There's at least 16 saplings here, but we seem to only have the recipes for 11 of them. So I'll just quickly put these together, and then we'll see what they look like. And 11. Right, so here's all 11 of our saplings. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, interesting. So they give us leaves and logs. We'll fortune that and gets us purple pigment used as a banner pattern. Oh, and as a material you can get. I guess that's just dying spore blossoms. Enchantment canvas. Right click onto an item to swap enchantments. Say what? So that's what they did. Oh, hello. Your yellow leaves. I imagine you give us yellow dye. Can I strip these logs? No, I can't. Got them all except for orange. Do you eat my orange? No, orange. And it looks like we've done a full square. So that's all of them. Saplings can be crafted or color trees can be seen in the world. Oh, maybe these are legit just colored trees down here. What are you? Oh, yep. Those trees down there could have got us started, but oh well, we got our pigments. Look, I think that's probably enough spectrum for the day. We don't need to go too crazy. I wanted to head out there and go for another adventure, but I've been having a little problem down here with these guys. Yeah, there was an ender chest sitting up there, and no matter what I tried, hoppers, item pipes, there just didn't seem to be a way in which you could like extract items out of the bottom of it. So, which is a shame because I got this bag of holding here, and that's like a portable ender chest, and so it connects to your ender chest wherever you are in the world. You put stuff into it, and you can access it from your bag of holding. It's seen as we're not able to extract items out of the ender chest. I think I'm actually going to get a couple of entangled chests, or an entangled chest and entangled bag, like so. Because with them, same deal, except you actually are able to extract items. Now we should be able to open up our entangled bag here, chuck stuff in, and it'll start getting drained. So we can use this as like a treasure dump. When we're out in the world and we just want to get rid of stuff, excess stuff in our inventory, we can just chuck it in here. Spectrum had this weather detector, which I think we'll just play with later. Oh, and actually, this is a perfect time to get the weather detector. Because this guy, combined with the Terra Bozo, should be able to get us, should allow us to basically stop the rain. So we know that this guy here, oh, look how miserable this poor guy is. Little Terry, not too happy about the rain. But if you give them a sunflower, we turn that upside down, frown upside down. Do I need to actually give it? There it is. Ah, look at those rosy cheeks. So Terry here doesn't like the rain, makes them miserable, but you give him a sunflower, that cheers him right up. So we should be able to pretty easily make an automated version of that. Now I'm hoping that next time it rains, because we've got this hopper botany pot here feeding a dropper with an infinite supply of sunflowers, the rain will trigger the weather detector, which I hope that's in the kind of right spot to give a redstone signal to the dropper, which will shoot a sunflower into an open crate and feed our little Terra Bozu, who we can probably put right there actually, and hopefully that'll cheer them up. Okay. All right. So in the interest of adding a few more backpacks to our lives, now there's a bunch of really cool ones, like the Cow Traveler's backpack cleanses all negative effects. The spider one, I guess, lets you climb up walls. Endermen no longer look at you, or no longer care about being looked at. But for my money, this may well just be an infinite food supply. I don't know. We'll test it out. Feeds you slowly with delicious pieces of cake. So we'll give up our fire immunity for now, and instead opt to be given a piece of cake every, I guess, 7 minutes. And with any luck, that'll save us from having to eat ever again. And off we go. Applies an extra level of fortune to mined blocks. Ooh, that seems pretty helpful. These things always seem to have a waystone. So they're worth checking out. Other than that, though, the treasure seems to be pretty regular, but they're gorgeous. So, you're just a regular old skeleton spawner. Don't need you. I was hoping for a wither skeleton spawner, but we'll keep looking. Yeah, there is somewhere that I've got in mind that I think you're really going to like. Don't forget, I've already opened up this enormous area of the map, so we've got a few adventures marked out for us already. Uh-oh. Well, let's see if we can cause some trouble along the way. I already missed my magma backpack. Oh. I'm gonna take what's rightfully ours. I believe it was just over here. There's a few of these modded structures that I've already been to, like this giant kind of float-in city, which are fun, and I'll get back to them, but I want to prioritize newness, things I haven't been to before, such as whatever it is that I'm looking at here. This is pretty new for me. Now that I'm here, I'm actually a bit worried that I'm going to be in out of my depth. What are these spawners? If they're those phantom things, we're screwed. They are... No. I don't think I have any chance against them. Ah! Oh, that doesn't sound good. If I can box these things up safely, oh, I should be able to just like fly away, let them despawn, and then come back and deal with it without all this fuss. Because the other option is to just burn this thing down, which I'd rather not do. It's a bit too good looking to burn down. One for you, and then one for you. All right. Did I do it? I think that's it. No blood. I was just about to say without spilling any blood. Oh boy, plastic drinking hat. What are you? You're tough looking. I must have missed a spawner. Where are you guys coming from? How much damage do you do? One heart? Okay, not the end of the world, but they're tough. There it is. It is a sneaky one. All right, there you go. Apparently there's still more. Not too sure if this is going to become handy for anything, but let's leave a waystone up here. Then maybe we go check out this thing down here. We'll go in the front door, see if anyone's home. What is this well-designed place? Where are all your people? Golem, but no people. Where have all your people gone? Some weird fish. The remnants of a garden. Oh! Alright, I guess there are some people somewhere. We'll head up, have a look what's up here. Ooh, it's a regular utopia of villages. On the road. Rotten flesh for emeralds. I'm actually pretty short. Yeah. It's only a few, but 4's better than none, I suppose. Is that all we got here, people? I mean, don't get me wrong. Beautiful design. And it really helps add life to the world. It just would have been good if there's some more treasures. He says as he spots some very basic treasure. It's a good looking spot though. I think I'm going to reward myself by upgrading the dank to a Mark 6, which can hold even more blocks. All right, we are here at the site of where we're going to start building our mod industrialization factory next episode. But for now, let's open some freaking loot bags, shall we? So we've got 11 agriculturalist loot bags. Looks like it just gave us a bunch of snacks, which is good. All right, we can probably store that stuff away. A few utilities loot bags. A baked potato battery, sleep charm, cooler. Now the cooler is pretty cool. I mean, it's in the name. It'll eat something for you without you having to do an action. You just kind of leave it in your inventory. We'll probably also just store that away. What else we got? 3 logistics and storage loot bags. Nothing too special. A whole bunch of magic and an artifact loot bag. Right. Well, that's something. This elementium ingot thing is kind of a big deal. But unfortunately, without the Dreamwood twig, I don't think we can make anything useful out of it just yet. No great surprises. Artifact loot bag? Well, we've already got night vision, so it doesn't really matter what it is. What do we get? A cloud in a bottle allows the wearer to double jump. Equip it in your belt. Well, we've got the Sojourner's sash already equipped in our belt, so this is jump, jump. But our jumps are still just baby jumps, whereas the Sojourner's sash, which also requires the belt slot, that gives us these like 2 high jumps anyway. All right, well, that's early game Spectrum, at least from what I can figure out. Hopefully it made sense and that you enjoyed the ride. We'll be continuing with Spectrum because the mid and end game, I'm sure, are going to unlock a bunch of really fun tools and gadgets, but got to get started on our factory. So next time, we'll try and rush through the early stage of modern industrialization and try and get some passive ore gen up and running. All right, thanks for sticking around. See you next time.